Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wimbledon Spiritualist Church on our divine service this Sunday morning. I'm glad to see there's quite a few people here at church this morning, and I'm pleased to be able to introduce our medium for this morning, Mr. Ivan Lee. Ivan's here, ladies and gentlemen, and this morning I'll be doing the prayers, and Jim will be doing the reading, and Jackie will be making the tea and coffee. So that's the most important part of the service. So I would ask everyone to enjoy yourselves. Those of you in virtual world, good morning. Hope you enjoy our service. If you're new to Wimbledon Church, great to see you. And look after yourselves as the coming weeks, because this COVID variant is getting quite virulent around here in Wimbledon and Mitcham and Tooting, where we live. And the last few days have been quite a few increases of people. And I think I heard today there's 125,000 people in hospital with this Omicron from Doctor Who version. So let's pray that we all finally can sort this out in the future. So friends, I'd like to ask you to join me in prayer. Great architect of the universe, unseen but ever present and ever manifest in thy creation, we come to thee this morning from our church, seeking joy and love of the Spirit. We ask for fellowship this morning for each and every one of us, that our loved ones, guides, teachers, all come close and inspire us this morning. We pray for the people dealing with the different variants of this COVID virus. We pray they be given the inspiration and the guidance to help mankind. Heavenly Father, into thy hands we commend the spirits of we thy children, into thy safekeeping, knowing with thee at all times thy will shall always be done. Amen. We now keep that prayerful thought for healing of mind, body and spirit, healing for those names deeply inscribed in our own hearts and our minds, and also healing for the healing books around this nation. And we here at Wimbledon Church have a healing book and a healing group, and if any of you ever wish to send a name into the church, we'll always put it in the name. We've got quite a few names this morning. So we think this morning of Tony Robinson. He's my uncle, who's ill in hospital with an infection, but he also fell yesterday and he's quite poorly. Jackie and myself, Linda Parry, Stephen and Kelly, Tracy Jones, who lost a dog yesterday, passed to the spirit, Pam Cox, Mark and Eileen, Lynn, Barbara, Jane, Sylvie, Joe, Sarah, Bernie and family, Margaret Bartley, Mick, Lorna and family. The state of Kentucky, we've happened with that tornadoes yesterday. And Tom, we've heard today of a gentleman called Tom. He's got a brain tumor and he's going to have it removed from his brain tomorrow or Tuesday. So we send out healing not only to him, but to his family. Heavenly Father, we ask a blessing upon all these names, and may they be blessed with the presence of guides, guardian angels in their lives during this sadness and period of time. So mote it be. So can we all now say, God grant me the serenity, please. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you, friends. Thank you all very much. And I'm going to ask George now to go around with the collection. I'll ask Jim to get ready to come up and do the reading. And we've got any names on screen this morning to say hello to? Leslie Moulton. Good morning, Leslie. Christine, good morning and welcome. Denise Jones, good morning and welcome. Millie B, hello Millie, it's nice seeing you back again. Joanne, good morning and welcome. Gillian Ross, good morning. Wow.
Who's that then?
Jill.
Oh, who's that then?
Well done, Jill. Julie Caswell, good morning, Julie. It's nice to see your name. Christine, good morning again and welcome back to our church. Dominique Smith, good morning and welcome. Charmaine Walsh, good morning, Charmaine. Hope you have a lovely service with us this morning. Hello, Sheena, how are you? Phil Shaw, good morning. James, good morning. Have a great service with us. Jeanette Clark, hello from Epsom. Hope it's not nice. I hope it's nice and not nice. I'm wearing these teeth in for my mum. Chris, good morning. Wouldn't mind if I'd had a drink. Bernie, good morning from Pompey. How are you? Nicola, good morning. Natalie, good morning. I think we have a couple more. Stephen Goodwin, good morning, Stephen. Have a lovely day with us. And Karen Goddard, good morning, Karen. Greet you well. Thank you. Thank you, George, for the donation. Thank you, George, for collecting the donations here at the church this morning. And thank you for those who give online. Thank you both all very much. Right, ready, Jim?
Yep. I'm going to read a short passage from The Best of White Eagle. It's called Listen. If you could but give yourselves time to withdraw from the outer or material planes of life and listen, when sitting at peace in your garden or walking in the open places within your towns or in quiet country lanes, give yourselves time to listen to the voice of love, which will then surely make itself known in the quiet of your soul. This, beloved brethren, is the great secret of life on the earth plane. Those who live on the material plane only are barren, are starved. Whatever work they put their hand to do, if they are not contacting the Spirit or the voice of God in the quiet of their own souls, they do not dwell in the fullness they were intended to by our Father, Mother. God has given into her children the gift of love, the gift of wisdom, which lies in the heart. Another name for this gift is the Spirit of Christ. Test our words for yourselves. Observe those who are trying, according to their own understanding, to express artistic, musical, or literary gifts, or the gift of healing. And note how many of these are in touch with that mysterious spiritual life. Those so in touch express the life of the Spirit in their work. Others working purely on the intellectual plane may give brilliant service, brilliant work to the world, but there is something lacking if the Spirit does not shine through. In a perfectly executed piece of music, technically perfect, unless the Spirit is within, it fails in its purpose. So cultivate the art of listening in your quiet moments to the Spirit, and it will speak ever in one language, that of love. Love brings to your heart peace, kindliness, tolerance, a desire to forget selfish aims, and a longing to give to that to which your Spirit has revealed to you, to the rest of humanity.
Thank you, Jim. I was watching a program about Christmas the other day and what it means to different people. And of course, when they asked the kids, it just said presents, or more presents, lots of presents. And one kid said, well, I was fed up and upset with Santa last year because I didn't get the bike I wanted. I got another bike instead. we have to be mindful as spiritualists that we need to be acceptable to all forms of love that come into this world, and how we accept that love and put that love into practice. As we know, there's so many problems going on around this world just to do with COVID, and we have to let people have their own views and opinions. It's when it becomes argumentative and aggressive and violent, and I know violent in the sense people getting really aggressively violent towards people. And we just all got to have our own opinion, our own thoughts and our own views. I know when COVID first broke out, my grandson Ethan would walk around and he'd put his arms out. He said, "You've got to stay this way, far away from me, Granddad." And he did that for everyone that came into his house or if he came round. And I know last year, celebrating my birthday, we had what's called in America a tailgate gathering. We came round in Claire's car and we sat there and had birthday cake and a cup of tea and a glass of fizz, lemonade or Pepsi. It wasn't alcohol. And the thing is, love is the greatest aspect of this world. When Jesus was on the cross being crucified, he quite proclaimed quite loudly, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." And we have to forgive those around us that have hurt us, punished us, do wrongdoings to us. There's so many people have contacted me over the last couple of years that feel that people have attacked them through what they call psychic reasons, psychic methods. And I just said the best way to attack back, I said, no, you don't attack back, you just offer love. And the greatest gift that St. Paul teaches is love. Without all the gifts of the Spirit, without love, you can't manifest those gifts. And as spiritualists, as spiritual healers, as mediums, we work with that greatest gift, which is love. We might have the gift and abundance to speak eloquently and do wonderful things in God's name. But if we're without love or compassion, we can't do that. And that comes in many ways. But we also have to accept that when people are being aggressive or verbally attacking you for one reason or another, you just say, "Father, forgive them, for they know what they do." Because it's important that we do that. It's important that we try and tolerate the people around us. And it's very hard sometimes. I know when we drive, Jackie and I, some people cut us up the way they cut us up. One guy cut us up so badly the other day, he nearly got himself in a terrible accident. And all to get somewhere. And my attitude with driving, which I got from my father, is, though my dad wasn't very good when people were bad drivers, but his attitude was, if you need to be somewhere, leave earlier, get there. Don't rush at the last minute to get somewhere. And this van driver cut us up at Wandle Road in Morden, rushed round to London Road, Morden, and got out of the car and parked up and went into his flat. So for less than 2 minutes, he was in a terrible state. And that is where things are sad. Now, I remember going up to give the last rites to a very good friend of ours, Phil. And I remember rushing there to St. Helier Hospital to get there to find the lifts aren't working. And my friend was on B6. So I walked up all those flights to B6. And I got there, and the first thing I was greeted by was the nurse saying, "Do you want oxygen, sir?" Because I was really struggling. And I wasn't as big as large as I am nowadays. And I said no, and we got there. And the last thing Phil said before he passed to the spirit, "Ray, don't climb those ladders." I've never climbed a ladder since without getting up there, because he knew I had a fear of heights. And we have to all embrace those fears and anxiety. I don't like this modern technology. I don't get on well with it. I get anxious about it. Those who know me well know that I do, but I try to persevere. I'm better than some and I'm worse than others. And it's getting to the point my grandsons know how to do things with my phone more than I do. But that's progression, and that's how things should be. The life of a spiritualist is varied, and there's so many sides to that spiritualist. And we just need to seek the power of the Spirit. We need to seek that communion with the Spirit. And we need to accept that the healing ministers will come close, and they will administer healing of mind, body, and spirit, but always according to divine law. That be it relative of mine, my mum, my dad's in the past, in-laws, family, kids, grandkids. it's through divine law. We can't change divine law as much as we would like to sometimes. So friends, bear on those words, bear on what's coming up in this Christmas season, and think to yourself, what gift would you bring to this world? What gift would you like to share with this world? Part of it will be love, because you want to share something, but think what gift you can do, what difference you can make in 2022, what difference you can make to the people around you. Be if they're not even spiritualists, that's what difference you can make in your own community, here in the church and here outside the church and outside of Wimbledon and around and internationally with this virtual church of ours. Friends, God bless you, good morning. And I'm now going to hand over to Ivan Lee, who will demonstrate the gifts of the Spirit. Can I remind you, please, there's a few seconds delay with saying yes or no. And if Ivan's with you, please answer clearly yes or no. Don't feed the medium. And we're going to have another few moments where the two worlds come just that little bit closer. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome, Mr. Ivan Lee.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. No, stop it. Oh, go on then. Pitiful. Morning, everyone. Good morning. That's better. Morning, everyone online out there. And you've done the hellos, haven't you, Ray? Right, I'll just crack straight on with it, shall I?
Yeah.
What a response. Well done. Okay. Right, I've got two different connections coming in a minute. I've got a lady, Sylvie. Does anyone connect with a Sylvia? Sylvia, right. I'm not sure if I'm with you, Jim. Did she have the lung condition or the problems with the brick? Right, I am with you then, Jim. Okay, hi, Jim. How are you doing?
All right.
You sure? You saying that?
Yeah, I'm comfortable talk with that one. Yeah, yes, okay, thank you. Ivan.
You all right, mate?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, anyway, right, Sylvia, there was I keep getting I don't know if it's COPD or on the lungs, that makes sense, because she's coming in. Was she quite a bright lady? I don't mean bubbly and bright, does that make sense? Bit bossy, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, determines a better way to describe her. Does that make sense? I've got it, love, because you want to come in. Now, Jim, well, you know we don't do fortune telling, but is this one of your wives, by the way? Is Sylvie one of your wives? I like her. Was it Sylvie that had the funny sort of dry sense of humour as well?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, I've got it, love. Right, now, says hello, by the way. She's all right. Does that make sense? And I don't want all the other wives to turn up, but she sort of wanted to come in as well. Do you understand that? Because she's making reference. She's quite a fussy lady. She fusses around you quite a bit. And do you have a ring connecting to her as well, Jim? Indoors still? Because it's two, love, is it? She's talking about two different rings that you've got of hers. Does that make sense? Okay, right, now. And as she connects in, have you been a bit low this week, Jim, with health? Not a lot. We're not killing you off, mate. You've got a while. Don't panic, okay? Because she's making reference. No, I know what you're doing, Sylvie. I like this, Sylvie. She's quite a nice lady. Does that make sense? Well, of course she was. You married her. I do like her. She's quite funny. Okay. I've got a Tom here as well. Does anyone connect with the Tom? But I feel like I want to be on what do you say? Online? Yeah. Online. So if you out there, someone can answer to a Tom or Thomas that would connect. I don't feel like it's might be, he says dad. But then we're all dads in one way, and well, the men are. Okay. Right, now, but that's online. So if you can sort of look into that one, look at that screen, is it right?
Both screens.
It's all really weird here. Okay, right, now, Jim, do you want to give me a little pick-me-up? So you've been a bit down, deflated, does that make sense? That rather than, thank you, darling, rather than physical health, it's more sort of, you've been down a bit, does that make sense? In your thoughts, yeah, because he wanted to pick you up slightly, do you understand that? Okay, right, and I don't know if it's you that had the trouble. Have you got the doctor's appointment coming up as well? Or is there one, she keeps going into January, as though there's something happening in January with you, does that make sense? To do with doctors. Nothing major, but it's just something you need to keep on top of. Does that make sense, Jim? Good, well done. I don't know what I'm saying well done for, I'm doing all the work, but hang on, is there Tom, I've got this Thomas bloke, keeps coming in, Julie, I want past though, Julie. Did he have? Hang on, mate. Let me finish with Sylvie, okay? I've got it. Right. You know that life carries on, Jim. You know they're okay on that side of life because and with Sylvie, with the it was mainly the lungs that took her over. Does that make sense? And was you caring for her as well? Because she keeps going, tell him thank you, because you did more than enough for me. Does that make sense? Okay, I've got it. And she, okay, got it. It's her turn to look after you. Now, you didn't used to have one of them identity bracelets, did you? No, I think I've got a gentleman talking about, no, it's not you. It's Julie. Sylvia sends her love. God bless, she's fine. Does that make sense? Right, now, Julie, I'm online now, people, so, you know. You can't tell if they're smiling or not, can you? It's quite unnerving. Anyway, right, okay. Right, Julie, Tom, connecting in. If it is Dad, he says it's father, okay? And did he, I don't know if it's a heart problem or a lung condition with him, but he keeps going here as well, Julie. Would that make sense? Excuse me, everybody. It would help, wouldn't it? Right. Okay, but was it like, no, it doesn't help. Was it like a heart issue or anything? Because as you
come back with that,
yeah, as Dad sort of connects in, and he's also making reference, I don't know if there's a birthday, I know it's
yes,
Hart, thank you. Right, because he's talking about passing quite quick. No, say that again, Tommy. I don't know why I want to call him Tommy for, because he don't like that. Okay, he's Tom. Okay, mate. Because he's making reference with the heart, it would have passed quite quickly with it. Would that make sense, Julie? Yes, just nod yes, I can hear you. Okay, right. And he's got quite a nice sense of humour as well. He's got quite a nice dry sense of humour, but he's making reference, I know we've got the Christmas period, we're on top of it, but he's making, I don't know if it's birthday or a certain anniversary around Christmas, because he keeps bringing it forward, as though he wants to give you a pick-me-up as well. Okay, love, I've got another woman here now. Okay, here we go. Lynn, does anyone connect with it? Bit loud, wasn't it? Bit high.
bit high that.
I'll get you in a minute, love. Okay, right, now. He's also bringing 3 into the family, Julie. So I don't know if it's like, yes, he's a wind-up. I thought he was a wind-up. Is that wind-up or wind-up?
Could be both.
Yeah, he's a wind-up. That makes sense. But there's something around the Christmas period. I mean, it must be a birthday around coming up. And I don't mean Jesus's. Because it is his birthday, let's be honest. Okay, right. But it's like that he wants to make reference to our life. Because, again, with you, I don't know if it's like you're finding all this, especially with the way, slow down, mate. All right, good geezer. I like him. Right, with the way that the world is, how do you put it? Don't swear. Sorry, your dad's swearing, Julie. All right, now, because it's like the world's gone. I can't say that. It's gone weird, okay? And it's like the do's and don'ts. And we all know we're not going to talk about politicians. Your dad would, because he thinks they're all. I can't say that word. I can't say that.
Probably right.
They're talking out of something that ain't supposed to be spoken out of with the politicians. That makes sense. You know what I mean, everybody? Yeah. Good. Right. Okay. Now, and he's calling them liars, but it sort of gets you sort of down as well, Julia. So mind you, your dad, you wouldn't got a mask on your dad, I'm telling you. He wouldn't have had it. Okay. But he wants to send his love. It's like short, sharp, and sweet. And is there a lady that connects? All right. I don't know if I'm with you, Julie, but I've got a lady who passed with a cancer condition. Okay, but I think I'm here. I think I'm in the church. Beam, boom, bam. Okay, Tom. And I've also, does anyone here connect with a lady who passed with cancer? I don't know if I've got a dementia condition or not quite right as well. Does that make sense to anyone here? Sorry?
Possible.
I can't hear you.
Possible.
Hang on a minute. Was Mum passed?
Yes.
Well, did Mum have the cancer condition?
Yes.
Right, because I'll be with you in a minute. All right? Let me sort Tom out. Thanks, Tom. Now, your dad, so I'm coming back to it, Terry. Is it Terry on the line? Alison?
Both.
Terry Allison. Okay, because Julie, yes, I know what he's talking about politics. Good, as long as you understand it, because it gets you down and all. And okay, Tom, and he keeps showing, I've got this ID bracelet. I forgot your name. Yeah, are you still here? Are you still with us? Sally. Hi, Sally, do you have an ID bracelet of someone's? No. Do you have this? You know them horrible gold things that you used to get with the name on? Really old school. Yeah. Someone keeps showing it to me, but I don't know. I don't think it's your dad, Julie, and I don't think it's your dad. Okay. I know I've got your mum here, right? Does that make sense for you? I don't mind if it's gold or silver, but is it a man's one though?
No, it's a lady.
No, it's a bloke's one, you see. It's a big chunky thing. It might be online with this gentleman, and the gentleman had a cancer condition, right? But I want to connect it with someone. Yeah, right, mate. He's online, but I've got you know, right? I got it. Is that all right with you, Julie? Dad sends his love. You don't, the name of dementia is one of yours, is it? I thought it would be. Your mum didn't have dementia, did she? Yes. No, you can't have her. You're having your mum, okay? Right now. Okay, I've got it, love. I've got it. But Tom sent his love. He's fine, Julie. The lady with dementia is not yours. You can't. I've got better looking into here. Good evening, everyone. I've got about 5 different people here now. This could be fun. He says, talking to the dead. But it's meant to be, life is meant to be upliftment, isn't it, everybody? Yes. Good. Right, now. Okay, Tom sends his love. He's still a wind up, and you know he's around to Julie. I don't know if it's like 5, 10 past 5. You keep waking up. It's all about you waking up 10 past 5. Get a good night's sleep tonight and stop worrying about, because you can't. I've got it, mate. You can't put the worlds to right. So I'll leave his love with you. Say, God bless Julie. Right, Sal. Okay. Can I call you Sal?
Yes.
Good, so I'm gonna. Mum, right, Mum, touch of dementia, and also the cancer would have taken her over. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because she's talking about passing with the cancer. Now, I know, all right then, because there's a little gang here of people. There's Dad as well. Does that make, and who had the lung condition as well?
My mum's sister.
Right, because I've got about 4 or 5. I think they're all for you at the minute, Sally. Right, I know your boy's here as well, because your boy, I've got it, Matt. Who's Matt? Matt.
My son.
Right, because he's here and all. And there's also Ronnie or Tony.
My dad.
Oh, here we go. Right, and I've also got, who's that then? Is there a Bill that connects with you as well?
Bill.
I don't think Bill's yours. I think the Bill I want is online, William. And it's like, William A. I want B.A. 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 Behave. Okay.
Oh, behave.
Behave. Right. Anyway. But, Jesus. No, he's not here. Okay. He might be. Right. Calm down, everybody. Okay. Now, Sally. Right. Your actions would have led your boys past it. Does that make sense? With him, but he's all right. He's with all the others. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And with Dad never had the. Did he pass quite quick? Your dad?
Yes.
It wasn't a heart attack with him as well, was it? Because
yeah.
it's like your dad, who's known as Tony.
That's right.
Okay, but that ain't his name.
No.
Good luck here, isn't it? Okay. And is there a Margaret or Maureen as well that connects with you?
Margaret, yeah.
Margaret who's passed,
Yeah.
because there's a Margaret, and I don't know if there's a. Who's that? Jean doesn't connect with you, does it?
That's my mother-in-law, but she's still with us.
Oh, no, I'm joking. I'm going to do that one day, and it's going to happen, isn't it? So I've got to stop doing that. No, I've got a Jean who's passed, so that might be with me one that's online. It's a Jean and a Bill William I've got to connect together, and the initial, I don't know if it's William Arthur or William Alfred. It's like a WA initial that I need to connect, and that's for someone. I've got it.
I'll take the morning.
You can take the mooring, right? Hang on a minute. Let me sort Sally out. I'll come round. I've got Bill. Bill's not yours, though, is it?
William A, yeah.
William A is yours, right? Quick, go outside and get the computer because you'll be online. Quick. Teasing. Right, now, and a Maureen as well. Yeah, passed.
Yeah.
Right, now, the Jean must be the one online. Now, Sally, your boy's more than all right. So it's a weird time of year, Christmas, because it can go one or two ways. You get very down or very upset about loved ones that have passed. That makes sense? Because we never say lost, because they're not lost, are they, everybody? No. Okay. We're more lost down here in this earthly realm. Oh, that's a bit preachy, wasn't it? Good, well done. Sunday morning, bang. Okay. I've got a bloke in the background. Your boy, quite a nice, easygoing fella. Does that make sense? He's not brash or loud. He's quite a pleasant kid. Do you understand that? Right. Because he's more than all right. That's Matt, isn't it? Right. Because it's like he wants to say hello to you. Nan's making a fuss over him, by the way, your mum.
Yeah.
Okay, because she would. Does that make sense? And he's well looked after. And he's also got, like, I don't know if it's like the Battersea connections as well, but is that with you, Battersea? No, ain't you. It's Jean. Jean connects with Battersea. So is there someone online that can accept a Jean? Yeah, you ain't getting anywhere, are you, mate? Okay. Jean, and I'm off the Battersea Park Road as well.
Can't jump function.
Who said, I can't even see who says anything. Right.
Linda, you blue jacket.
Yeah, Linda, I'll come round in a minute, all right? But it's like, because you don't have a gene, do you? You don't have a gene that's passed?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute, right. It might all be your fault. Right, okay. Is it Lavender Hill Way?
Yeah.
Right. Now, Sally, the boy sends his... What's she doing? I thought you were doing a Mexican wave there on your own. Your dad's got quite a nice, really old school sense of humour. That makes sense?
Yeah.
And he's what I call your old school. Do you know what I mean? Mum's old school as well, but they're all here together because they want to sort of brighten you up, because especially with your boy, okay, around this time of year, because you do get very down around the Christmas period. Does that make sense? And they want that, okay, Mum's taken over because Mum's a bit bossy.
Yeah.
Here we go. Right, because your mother, I've got it, darling, just wants to make reference to you, so don't. Just doing that, wagging the finger. Does that make sense? Right. And it's like, don't be bloody miserable this year. Don't be. Does that make sense? I would say go out, have a bit of fun, but we don't know if that's going to be happening at all. Do you understand that? But it's like, get out when you can. Does that make sense? Because it's like your mum's making reference to that. And have you got a necklace of mums and all?
Yeah.
Is it the one you got on?
Yeah.
Right. Is that the sovereign? I can't see from
It's a
here.
locket.
Oh, what?
A locket.
Yeah, go on, thanks. It's quite good, wasn't it? I brought my own props today. No, okay. But Mum, Dad, and your boy all send their love. They're all sort of together here. That makes sense. And Peter doesn't connect with you, does it? I've got Peter calling out now, but I do feel... No, it's get back. Okay, right. They all send their love. It's mainly about this. It's like a Christmas message, if you like, and it's just to brighten up and don't be so down. And do you stay indoors at Christmas? Yeah, and it's like, have you got a turkey this year? No, because your boy's going to get one, Mum. Unless you're a vegetarian, of course. Yeah, I thought so. Nut roast it is then. Okay. I can't stand, it's all right. Anyway, right, but your boys wants turkey, so I'll leave that with you. All right, and your dad's an old beef and dripping fella. Does that make sense? Yeah. I do love a bit of dripping. All right. Anyway, but they all send their love, they're fine. Right, Linda.
Yeah.
Hello. Where's William Arthur connect? No. He says real strongly and determined no. Maureen, where did the Maureen might be yours? I don't think the bill's yours.
Sister.
Lorraine at the back, Ivan.
Hello, Lorraine. No, hang on a minute. Let me sort more information first, okay? I've got to sort this bill out, all right? Because I don't think it's your William. It weren't your dad, was it? No, because it's like I've got a father figure, and he's making me feel like it's definitely a William A. I don't want not the surname; it's the middle name. The middle name, as in Alfred or Arthur. Is that sort of name? Is there someone online that's can accept that at the moment? It's definitely Bill, William Arthur, Bill Arthur Weber. Right, Julia. My name was called Jean and passed with cancer. Her son was called Billy. William, my uncle. My mum is so-called Jean, her daughter. And my father-in-law was William Arthur. There? Tracy. Right. Because I know he's a father figure, right? Now, then did you know your father-in-law quite well as well? Because he's got quite a nice, a bit sort of a lively sense of humour, and I definitely want not the Lavender Hill connections, but I want more sort of Battersea, could even be Wandsworth connections as well, Tracy. She's going to tell me she's from Australia. Okay. Right. Would that make sense, Tracy? Because it's definitely the William Arthur I want. Yes, good lady. Well done. That. Because he wouldn't come in and say hello. I mean, I know with you, Tracy, really, I'll tell her. Thank you. He's quite an old school gentleman, but he's nice. He's nice with it. And he's got that old sort of very easygoing attitude about him. A very dry, almost a tree. So I thought someone just poked me in the back. It's the tree. I really went, oh. Right. Okay, William. Right. Now, with your father-in-law, it's like he wants to say, his wife was from there. Good. Right. Okay. Because I've got all that connections. That makes sense, Tracy. He wants to come in and say hello again. And I don't know where the cancer condition as well. But I don't know if that's with you, Tracy. There's a lady who passed with cancer keeps trying to connect in as I'm talking to William. It's not him, but it's another lady. I don't know if it's mother-in-law or mum, but I want a mother figure who had a cancer condition. Does that make sense, Tracy? Say, yeah. And he's bringing about 2 connections. So that's kids, grandkids, because he's talking about 2 around at the moment. And he's also, did Maureen have the COVID?
I don't know.
Yours didn't, did she?
Pneumonia.
I know it's on my lungs, you see. Right.
Tracy says it's his wife.
Right, brilliant. Okay, they all got back. And is your husband still living? Bill's son, you still with him? Just got to find out these things. We're all nosy here, aren't we? Yes, we are. I keep forgetting you can see it up there, can't you? I keep forgetting that. I don't have to explain nothing to you, do I? Right.
Helps you.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Right, so William and the lady's got, okay, his wife. Right, one, okay, love, I've got to go on cancer. Quite a bubbly lady as well. Quite curvaceous and, shouldn't say, well, she is, and fun. Does that make sense? She's quite fun. They want to come in and say yes and say hello to William wants to say hello to the boy. That's your husband, all right, or ex-husband. So it depends what you're doing. Okay, now you want to say hello to the boy. He won't believe you, but it doesn't matter because William wouldn't have believed it when he. I've got it, mate. When he was on the earth plane, but he does now. But he wants both want to send their love. I've got it, and his wife. I've got it, love, and she's also making reference. Slow down. Making reference to the cancer condition would have got aggressive very, very quickly for her. Okay, your husband. I know he's your husband. Is he a Chelsea boy? Yes, that makes sense. Good, as long as it all makes sense. Okay, but they just want to send their love. They're fine. And I've got a Dalsatian one. Oh, it's gone there. Where you gone? Okay, right. Okay, so that'll make sense to you because you just, okay, Bill, William, and Spurs, she like Trace. Anyway, right. Spurs. I feel you've made me feel dirty now, love. I'm teasing. Right. But they all send their love. It's like, I know it's the in-laws, send their love, they're fine. And there's all right, Bill. William also keeps talking about a baby they look after that never touched the earth plane. Okay, whether that's with you or within your family, because the lady, I've got it, love. William's wife, okay, see her, keeps showing me a baby she's got. Good sense of humour, I know. No, yeah, they have. The both pair of them have got a very good sense of humour, and it's like, but they send their love. They're fine. That's you, Tracy. Yes. Okay, as long as it makes sense, great, because it's with them. It's with them. But they send their love. They're fine. Now, I don't know if I'm with you, Linda, or you, Lorraine. Right. I know I've got a Maureen that's connecting in. Okay. The William wasn't yours. It was Tracy's. No, it wasn't yours either. Put your hand down, love. Okay. Right. But this lady, as she connects in, I've got the lung condition with her. All right. It's like fluid on my lungs. That's why I question whether it was a COVID or whether it was pneumonia. Does that make sense to you, Linda?
Yeah.
And when does Maureen connect, though?
Sister.
Right. And was she? Did you get on with your sister?
I didn't know her.
Right. Close family then. I feel like Jeremy Kyle now.
Before I was born.
All right then. Okay. And your Maureen, did she have a cancer condition?
No.
No. I've got. Who's a lady, Linda, that had cancer as well?
I can take it. It's not Maureen.
All right. Hang on a minute then. Right. Maureen's yours because has Mum passed?
Yeah.
Did she have a cancer condition?
No.
No, because I've got a lady whose mum and it's cancer, but I don't think she's your mum. Okay. And Sue don't connect anywhere, does it?
I know it's still on the earth.
No, this one's passed. This one's passed. Okay. That might be online. I have a Sue, and she's talking about a cancer condition. So if you can sort of think about that online, and I'll finish off with Linda here. Hi, Linda. Your sister's here. Right. Now, I know it's a weird one, because I didn't know, but you know of her. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. And where does Jean with you connect as well, who's passed?
My mum.
Right, because I know I've got a mother figure coming in. Of course, Maureen will be hers, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to work out. It's Sunday morning, people. You know what I mean? Give me a break. Okay.
Come back lunchtime.
Yeah, but it's like Mum's coming in. Was Mum the old sort of? I'll sort all this out, mate. You know what I mean?
Sort of.
Yeah, not in an horrible way. She's quite sweet actually. Sounds patronising, but she's quite sweet. Does that make sense? Because she's sort of connected in. Now, and it's Lavender Hill I want. Does that make sense? Lavender Hill.
Yes.
Right, because I kept showing that part of. And is there, Linda, do you hear me talk about moving home? Do your mum keeps talking about a possible move that's happening around you?
I
Oh, that'll do then. Right, you settled in yet?
Sort of.
Right, because really, is she? Because it's still untidy indoors, all the stuff in boxes. Does that make sense?
It's a mess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's a mess because, you know, I'm trying to be polite. Because your mum sort of, get on with it. It's like you quite, she likes where you are, you like where you are. Does that make sense? And it was, okay, I've got it, darling. Because as your mum's, okay, I've got it, highlighting it, because she's highlighting it. Okay, it's a bit of a hassle getting it all sorted.
Definitely.
Right, but you got there in the end. Does that make, okay, I've got it. Because at one point you didn't think it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's happened.
Yes.
And you're in.
Yeah.
You got the bed sorted out yet?
Half of it.
Yeah, because you said they ain't even got a bloody bed yet.
I've got the mattress.
There's no bed under it though, is there? Mark, got a job for you. Round to Linda's, put her bed together. Right, sorted. Okay, now, but it's like your mum's. It's just mum letting you know she's around, and your sister Maureen as well. Does that make sense? And who's the gent? I've got a tumour. Who's the gentleman like a tumour or some sort of? Oh, it might be it might not be yours. Okay. Online. Hi, online. Is someone connected with? Who are you? Hang on a minute. I've got a Robert Bob as well that I need to connect, but that's yours, isn't he?
Dad.
Right. Past.
Yes.
Yeah, because did you get on with Dad?
Yeah.
Right, because he just sort of say hello. That's your Bob, is it? I've got tots of. Who are you? I've got a lady and it's not your mum. It's another mother. I've got a mother who's passed with cancer and I need to go online. So if you could sort of give me someone, and I don't know if it's like a Sue or Sarah, Sharon, it's that sort of S name I need to connect with. Dominique, yes, Maureen. No, not Maureen's done. We're done with Maureen's. No more Maureen's. Okay. No. I want Sue's passed, and it's a cancer. I'm sure it's Sue. It could be Sarah or Sandra, but I've got that sort of S name, and it is for someone online because it's not in here at all. Because she keeps going, I'm on the screen. I'm on the screen. Molly B. My name was Sue. Right. Did she have a cancer condition, Molly B? Is that Molly B? Or Millie B. Sorry. Molly B. Millie B. Right. Dad's just jumping in and all. Quite a helpful fella, your dad. Very old school. I like him. Yeah. All right. Was he a Chelsea boy?
No.
Didn't go. No, I've got it. But they don't want to come and say hello because it's like, I know you've done your backing. You gave me this information. Okay. Right. And it's the fact you was walking in like that sort of gave it away. I'm joking. But with your dad is a joker, by the way. Very, very, very sarky joker. Does that make sense? And so, Linda, do you still smoke as well?
Oh, I stopped for 24 hours and then it hurt my back.
So the answer's no then, isn't it? You keep, because your dad's making reference, why don't you just start packing it in, all right? But get the house sorted first. So, I mean, I know you got the mattress and that, you got sort of bed out, you can't do it, but I think Mark's free this afternoon, he'll give you a hand, okay? Roped you right in there, son, and I, okay, right. But it's like, Mum and Dad, because it's like, you didn't think it was that, I mean, you're in there, it's quite settled, they like it, you like it, it's just a matter of getting it sorted out, but I've got it left. But really, thank you, mate, right. But your dad, Robert, Bob, there's really no rush, because you're there. You ain't going anywhere else, there's no rush, that makes sense? Yeah. It's just what you want to get done. Do you understand that? Right. But they all send their love, they're fine. Your sister Moores is all right, Mum's fine, Dad's fine. And who had the heart problem that connected with you as well?
Auntie.
No, it's a bloke. Unless he's had a sex change operation over there. Okay. Who's that? Terry. Does Terry connect with you?
I can't think of it.
I don't think Terry's yours. Man Terry, Terence, Terry, Tell.
Okay. No.
Who's passed?
Yeah.
Right, I'll be with you in a minute. I've got to sort this Sue out.
Millie B says she's got an auntie called Sarah Sandra that also had cancer, well as the Sue.
Right, I'm with Millie B. Is it Millie B?
Yeah.
Hi, Millie B. Right, I know Nan Sue, and it's like, it might be the auntie, but her sister was Sandra, but that makes sense, because I couldn't, hang on, you two. Your Nan Sue's quite a spiky lady, quite fun, okay? Because she keeps making reference, and with Nan, it was like, okay. Your grandmother Sue, does she have the different health issues? Because she's sort of not complaining, because she never complained, but she keeps talking, I've got it left. She keeps talking about I'd had enough, as everything was just sort of dying, and running down. I know it's her sister, Sandra. Sandra. Too many S's really, isn't there? They should start a club, shouldn't they? Some of you got it, some of you didn't. Right, okay. It's early morning. Right, okay. But it's like, that was the cancer that got aggressive quite quickly, Millie B, and that's your Nan Sue's sister. Right, but it's Nan who's coming in, spread very quick. Yeah, that's what did you know? Okay, so your aunt's making reference to that, but I want to talk Nan, because Nan's quite a feisty lady, Millie B, and she keeps making reference that recently you've been really, you've been really sort of sensing spirit really close around you quite a lot lately. Would you understand that, Millie B, as though they've been ramping it up a little bit indoors for you? And it's like, because you're not going mad or mental, because your Nan's coming in quite strong, as though she's been around you. But yeah, I know we've done the cancer bit. Okay, as though they're coming in quite strong. Was he Dad, Terry?
No.
Dad's passed, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Who had the heart problems with you?
Probably my dad.
Right, and did you have other health? Was there a dementia condition with someone who's passed?
Yes.
Right, I'm definitely going to be. Are you all together, you three?
Yeah.
All family?
Yeah.
Good. Right. Okay, yes, I understand. My picture flew off the wall randomly. Lowell. Who's Lowell?
Laugh out loud.
Okay. I got it. Yes, fine. It's your Nan coming about, okay? Because she's just making reference like you're not going crazy or mad. You're okay. And I don't know whether there's stresses going on with work with you. It's not that. I don't know if there's changes at work, or there's been a few sort of work. I don't know. I don't want to use the word upheaval because it sounds too. But she's talking about things with work that need to be settled down, or it needs to settle down with work. You'll be okay. There's no job loss or anything. Would you understand that, Millie B? With Terry,
Yeah.
who's passed, did he have cancer?
No.
Right. Who's the gentleman who had cancer?
My dad.
Right. Because I know, as I'm talking to Millie B, I've got a few of them here. Right. And what's your name?
Carol.
Carol?
Sheila.
Sheila?
Leanne.
Who?
Leanne.
Leanne. Right. Okay. Right. Now, hang on a minute. Right. All right. Because I've got the two. Right. Now, we don't do personal stuff. Well, we can do, but it's like your Nan's making reference. It needs a sort of. I don't understand that. You see, it needs filtering out with what's happening with in your personal life up and down. We won't share secrets, Millie B. Oh, really? I won't tell her that. Right. But you need to sort of streamline things as though. It's like, okay, so it's your Nan making reference. You need to prioritise stuff in an order of, no, the order of appearance. That's wrong, isn't it? Got it. Right. You just need to prioritise stuff and put it in, because it will get dealt with. It can be dealt with, and because she keeps making reference, like it's not too. I've got it. There's been upset, as though it's upsetting you. Would that make sense, Millie B? Because she wants to sort of give you that strength, if you like, your Nan. So you've got to get on with it. Get on with it. It's okay. You'll be okay. I hope you understand it, Millie B, because I've got to move on, because I've got about 1,000 here for you three. Not really. Okay. But I hope you understand it, Millie. That's from your Nan Sue, and she's also with Sandra and all. Because they both connect in. Right. Carol, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I've got to sort all these people out, because there's a few here. Okay. Now, what's the connections with the three of you?
My mum, my daughter.
Right, so we've got 3 different generations here. Right, okay. Now, your dad,
Right.
right? You still married to him? Yeah, because you never know, do you? Right. Was he quite an easygoing bloke? Because he's very easygoing, okay? And he's not pushy at all. Does that make sense? That'd be your granddad, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Because, did you have health issues? Various different things going on? Because it's like my body's going. Does that make sense? Right, and he wasn't the one with the dementia condition, was he?
No.
No, was it a lady I've got was talking about dementia, you see?
Could be my nan, I'm not sure.
Does Rose connect anywhere?
He used to give my mum a rose.
Really was frightened what you're going to say then, love. Okay. Sunday morning, keep it clean, okay? Right, now. Okay, I've got it. Yeah, because he kept highlighting Rose, your dad. He's not a loud bloke, is he? Hello? Sylvie, you with me? Sheila, sorry. Right. It's shouting in her ear, Sheila!
Dad got her hearing aid in.
You up?
Yep.
I'm joking. Okay. But Dad's got quite a nice sense of humour, and he used to talk about I'd had enough in the end. And did he have the breathing's going very, as I'm gasping or okay, I've got it, mate. He's all right now, okay, but it's like before he would have passed, he was gasping for his breath. Does that make sense? Okay, I've got it, mate. I've got it. And I don't know if his legs are all shot to pieces, but he says my legs are all right now. I can get about. I can get about. Would you understand that? Sheila, would you understand that? Good girl. Right. Okay. I like him. He goes, yeah, you got to shout at her. She won't listen. Okay. Now, but with your father, because he's a very nice, easy-going, soft sort of bloke. Does that make sense? I mean, he's no mug. He's no pushover. Right? And where does the Ron connect with you as well?
Ron?
Ray, actually. Does Ray connect anywhere?
On the earth, yeah.
Yeah, I want one living here, okay, to make it to Ray. And have you got a partner at the moment?
Yeah.
Right. Kids?
No.
Really? Oh. Where does Terry connect as well?
My brother.
Did he pass quite quickly?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's in the background and all.
Oh.
And was Terry the Joker?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's taken a Mickey.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So he keeps saying you're going to be pregnant soon. I'm not saying you are. This is your Uncle Tell, isn't it?
Yeah.
And was he Tell?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to call him Tell. I like him. He's all right. All right.
Yeah,
All right, Tell.
good.
Right, now. But your dad's here and all. Okay, right. Let's just... Sylv, you with us? Sheila, I know. Okay, right. You and your fella ain't been talking about having a baby soon, have you?
No.
Right, because he keeps talking about baby coming up. And this is your dad saying that as well. All right? I sort of believe him because it's like tells the Larry one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I've got it, mate. And he's talking about passing quite quickly. He just put a scotch on the table. Who like to drop a scotch? Whiskey? Yeah, she just gave me a scotch. I'm all right. Bit of a rough night yesterday. But he's all right. Does that make sense? Because he can smell the scotch. Do you understand that? And he's knocking one back. And your fella, what's his name? Aaron? Ooh, not your Aaron, is it? Just checking.
I don't think so.
Well, he's got a mask on. You don't know, do you?
That's why I said I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. Is he a Chelsea boy?
Yeah.
Well done. Get married. You haven't talked about getting married, have you?
No, I want to, but he doesn't.
Yeah, because I got your granddad. And Terry's funny. He's a bugger, real bugger. Okay, he really is. Because he's how do I say that? Right. Okay. Was you looking after Dad as well?
Yes.
No, Mum. Yeah, because he says, I'll get to Terry in a minute. I don't know if he's telling me the truth or not, you see, because he would wind you up terribly. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, he's talking about passing quite quick. Didn't know, I think, well, I've gone.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Right.
Yeah.
But with your dad, it was, oh, bless him. It's quite a lot. He never moaned about it.
No.
Got on with it.
Yeah.
Understand? I've got it, mate. And his whole demeanour is quite a calm demeanour. As I just had enough.
Yeah.
And does George connect as well?
That's his friend.
Right, who's passed?
Yeah.
Because he went. Now I know your tell was the Scotch drinker. Did Dad like a pint?
He did.
Yeah, because he's having a pint down the club with George.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or pub, whatever you want to call it. And it's like, but they're okay. Does that make sense? Probably Sunday up and drink. Used to like that in the old days.
Yeah.
When the pubs were up from 12 to 2, that was it. You got more drink in them 2 hours than you did at any time of the year.
Yeah.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you go home, have some dinner, watch a John Wayne film, fall asleep. Right, now.
Or the big match.
For the big match. Brian Moore.
Yeah.
Feel old now.
Yeah.
Right, okay. That's your dad talking about that as well.
Yes.
That makes sense. Okay. But it's more that he wants to thank you for looking after him, but he did have enough in the end. And was you there when he passed as well? Because he keeps talking. Was you there?
No.
Because it's like was you the one that kissed him on the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there, right there. He's gone here. Does that make sense? Okay, because if they kissed me on here, I'm fine. Tell him hello. And Sheila.
Oh.
He wants to tell her I love her. She knows that. But your mum's stubborn. Could she hear me all right?
She is
She's very stubborn. Very stubborn. I've got your dad going, she won't listen. She won't listen. Don't worry about it. That makes sense. Now, Tell, who's your brother, that'd be your boy. Work that one out myself, you see. Don't need your help. And he's very sarcastic, very leery, and all sorts. That makes sense? Yeah, because he keeps laughing at your Aaron, right? Because he thinks you should get married. You live together, though? Yeah, because you're together. You might as well. But it's funny, your brother. He went, if it ain't broke, love, don't fix it. Does that make sense? Because it ain't broke. It's going quite well. But he keeps bringing twins in the family. Where are the twins connected? Carol?
On My boyfriend's side.
Your boyfriend's side? Good luck for next year, love. Because it's your granddad's not. Terry's giving this information, but he's a winder. Okay,
Yeah.
but your granddad is not disagreeing with it.
No.
Ooh. And what, you know, he's adamant. And is there a March? He keeps going to March as well. March. There's a particular anniversary birthday for March.
Yes.
That makes sense. And is there a big celebration next year? Tell's talking about this. I don't know, there's a big birthday, big anniversary. There's a celebration going on.
Oh, okay.
Might be your baby, actually. No.
No. If it's twins, it will be.
Hey?
If it's twins, it will be.
Really? What's that, Terry? Say that again. September. When's the September birthday anniversary?
My boyfriend's birthday.
Your birthday's September.
No, my boyfriend's birthday.
Oh, your boyfriend's birthday's September. Is that around 28th, 29th?
No.
Oh, the baby. Hey?
The 14th.
I'll leave it there. All right. But I've got to stress, it is coming from Terry.
Right.
But your granddad's not. He's not denying it, which is not a worry. Oh, well, we'll see what happens. It's no problem.
I'll let you know.
It's not doing me, love. Okay. But they both send their love, they're fine. But it's like Dad wanted to come in, because was Terry quite a while ago he passed?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going back a bit. Does that make, his dad's more, when I say recent, it's more recent.
Yeah.
Simple as that, yeah. Because I don't know what that Vic, I don't know if it's Vic the smell,
Yeah.
or Vic the name. Does anyone connect with a Victor or Vic? No, past I want, past. Don't all look so dim. I might be on lot, sorry, I keep forgetting about that. Is there a Victor or Vic that connects with someone who's out there in the world of, on the virtual world, that can connect with a Vic? And he keeps talking about, they ain't gone by the way, still here. So, okay, I've got it, mate. He keeps talking about some sort of, it's either emphysema or it's I've got all gunked up around the lungs and the throat area. Does that make sense?
Used a lot of Vic.
Okay, I've got to get this sort of lung condition out of the way in the throat, and I've got to connect it with Vic. Kim, did you know Vic? Is that our Kim?
Yeah.
Right, ladies. Dad is fine. Your husband, and did he have a ring as well?
Yes.
Who's got the ring?
My mum.
She don't wear it on a necklace, does she?
No.
Oh, no, there's two things I've got going on here. Hang on a minute. There's a chain that connects with this Vic somewhere. They've got to connect the chain with it. It's a man. Okay, a bloke's chain. Okay. Now, that's probably good. This is the identity bracelet thing as well, because that connects with Vic, or the person I need to connect with is a Vic, and it's like the lung condition, emphysema, possibly cancer, and up the throat. Because every time he connects in everybody out there in the virtual world, I keep one sort of cough and bring up phlegm. Sorry, it's like that, but he's got that condition. That's not to do with you, by the way. Okay, this is someone online. Now, Carol, Sheila, Sheila. No, Lorraine, was it? No. Leanne, right. Dad, Terry, they send that. They're united together here, Dad and Terry. Does that make sense? Because I know Terry was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? And was I like your father. He does quite a nice subtle humour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And was he cremated as well? Because he keeps showing me ashes.
Yeah.
Right. Have you got them indoors?
No.
Right. Do you know the rose he was talking about?
Yeah.
They're not planted around the roses, the ashes, are they?
They were, yeah.
Yeah, because he's talking about roses with his ashes.
Yeah.
His ashes, all right? He's not talking about cricket.
No.
No. Because he's not a cricket man.
No.
So you're a football man?
He liked a bit of football.
Chelsea boy?
No.
Hello? Sorry. I don't know what I did that for. Like.
Liverpool.
Sorry?
Liverpool.
What's wrong with your family?
I know.
Okay. But he sends his love, he's fine. And it's like I can't prove that, because I know you was all caring for him, and you was around when Granddad passed. That makes the Dad passed, your Granddad, beg your pardon. And he keeps stroking my hand and can tell your mum to get a good night's sleep. She still ain't gonna listen, but it's not. She's not sleeping well. She's up and down, and he's laughing about his snoring, but he says no, it was her, weren't they? Okay, but it was his. Does that make sense? Okay, he's a very pleasant man. I quite like him. Stanley doesn't connect with you, does it?
We do know Stanley.
Who's passed?
Yeah.
I don't know if Stan the man's yours.
Okay.
Okay, I might want to connect it with this Vic. There's Victor, Vic, and a Stanley as well. Does Stephen connect anywhere here, by the way?
Only living at the back.
Who's got their hands up? Who?
Stephen Mason.
Oh, Stephen. Yeah, no.
For the dead Stephen.
I don't know, actually. Right, I've got to sort this Vic out. Right, is that all right for you three ladies? Yes, good. That's fine. Dad would tell he's all right. Right, and good luck with the twins next year. Right, now. Okay, I've got it. Okay, I've got to sort this Vic out. I need someone online with a Victor. Right, Kim. Hi, Kim. Did you know Great Uncle Vic, Kim? And who's the gentleman who had the lung condition as well?
Didn't know him. His mum,
Mum is here. What?
don't know. This Chris has come over.
Right, your mum's Christine, isn't it? And is there a... I lived in Stanley Avenue. Right, that'd do me. I had to connect to Stanley. That's good, wouldn't it, people? Yeah, live there. I had to connect to Stanley, right? Stanley with it. And Dad's passed, doesn't he, Kim? Because I've got a father figure coming in. And I know with Great Uncle Vic, does that connect on your mum's side, Christine's side of the family, or Chris's side of the family? Because there's also a gentleman who passed with a cancer condition that wants to connect in, because he's making, I don't know where he connects, and my throat's gone bulbous. No, it's my head. Do you know someone who had, is either a tumour or a what do you call them?
Aneurysm.
That's the word. Or something here. No, it's not an aneurysm. Too quick. Too slow. I mean, it's like a tumour or something here. Huh? Stroke. That could be stroke as well. Does that make sense to you, Kim? No, it's for Kim, not Sheena. Sorry, Sheena, but thank you for answering. This is for Kimbo.
Yes, Dad passed.
Yeah, no, Dad's passed. He's here.
Yeah.
Aneurysm. Right, I was right. Damn, I'm good. Okay. Sorry about that. Because it's like, he's fine, because he wants to come in and say hello. But I got another, when I say younger gentleman, I don't know if I'm in my 50s, it's like late 50s, early 60s. And it's like, it's not, Peter doesn't connect with you as well, does it? Peter, it's not a stroke, Kim, the aneurysm, that's where we want to go, right? But does Pete or Peter connect with you, Kim? Whenever you're ready, type quicker. You all right, everybody? Hello, good evening, and welcome. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Right. Oh, hello. Lynn don't connect with you, does it, George?
Yeah.
Could you say it a bit more authoritatively, please?
Yes.
Good boy, well done. Is that your wife?
Yeah.
She's just jumped in. I know while we're waiting for Kim to not a stroke. I know that, love. Okay, but Dad's there right now. I don't know if you've got no Peter. Do you connect with a Peter as well? It's Philip. It's not
Philip.
Peter, it's Phil.
Yeah.
Right, sorry, my fault. Okay, I'll be with you in a minute, Georgie boy. I might not be with you in a minute, actually. She's just pulled back. All right, gotcha. Right, Kim. No, Peter, don't worry about Peter. Just ignore that. But Dad wants to say hello. He's fine. And who had the cancer condition, though, Kim? This is slower, isn't it? Is this one?
Well, I think it's there, so.
Okay, and I know there's Spanish connections with your mum. Is it Spain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay, but it's like Dad wants to come in, and I don't know if you're having the family round for Christmas, or they're all descended on your house. But he's talking about a big. I got it, mate. Your dad's talking about a big get together. That is. You sure? Right, that is good. That should be over here, really. That is going to go ahead, and it's going to be okay. So go forward with the plans to get everyone together and get on with it. All right, that's from Dad, because your dad don't mess about. Just straight down the line wants to tell you that, Kim. So I'll leave that with you. Archie had cancer. Right. Now, did it get aggressive quite quickly for her as well? So yes, Ivan, you're wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right, your wife, Lynn.
Yeah.
Your son's Phil.
Yeah.
Let me know that, mate. Okay. Is there a birthday coming up as well? So is there that load of you going around there and all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whose birthday's coming up?
Phil.
Soon.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Yeah.
Right. All right, love. Hang on a minute, mate. Okay. Someone gagging. He's got a mask on. Okay. Dave and all somewhere. Dave don't connect with anyone here, does it? David. He's quite cool, isn't he? Did you watching The Jungle? I've got a man crush on him anyway. So. Hello, how are you? Okay. He is, isn't he? Hello, how are you? You should have said, well, okay, right, now. Right, count your daughters. Yeah, it will all be granddad also. Brilliant. I don't mean brilliant good. That's a good thing, but it's like it all makes sense because they're all sort of gathering round. So because I know last Christmas was a bit of a damp squib for most of us, wasn't it? Yes, Ivan. Right, but you, Kim, your dad's going, no, get on with it. Get on with it. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Everyone will be able to get together. I don't know if Mum's coming over or because I know she's in Spain. But you talk about your mum was thinking about possibly doing that, and your dad says, well, why not? It's up to her because I know it's with travel restrictions and it's a pain in the. Thanks, mate. The backside to get on with stuff, to get backwards and forwards from abroad. You know a Dave or Dean that's passed. David, yeah, because David went, I want to talk to him, right? Now. Okay. That's for you, Kim. God bless. See you soon. Right. Georgie boy.
Yeah.
Boy's birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
Right. Philip. Yeah. Okay? Philip. David, you know that? Oh, mate, says okay. Don't even know what that means.
All right.
Good. And Lynn, your wife,
Yeah.
is with it. They're together. Does that make sense? I know it's a few years ago, Phil would have passed. You understand that? Okay. We know the reasons why. We're not going to go into it. Because and with your wife, you would have a lot of ailments with your missus, Lynn. Yeah, because you would have looked after her and it got a bit too much towards the end. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where she had to get some respite and you had to have some respite. Does that make sense? Right. But she just wanted to sort of, I like it. Don't worry. Okay, mate. Okay, hang on. You went there. Boy's a quiet boy. But your mum, your wife, his mum, okay, just want to give you a bit of sad time, your boy's birthday. And she said, no, it's okay. I've got him. We're here. Does that make sense? And it's almost like, okay, mate, your boy, very quite sensible, your boy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Very clued up.
Yeah.
Not old at all. Right, okay, mate, I've got to go. Because he's making reference. I know that with, all right, love. Who had the breathing? My breathing's gone. It's gone. That one, did your Dave take his own life? No. That's your brother, isn't it? No, Dave's not your brother.
No.
But your brother's passed,
Yeah.
and his actions led to his passing, right? Not on purpose suicide, but his actions with the drugs led to his passing. Yes? Right. And Alfie, he's going Alfie, but that ain't his name.
No.
Great there, isn't it? Right. Okay, I'll come around to you, Mark. But it's just, especially with the birthday coming up, Joe, I like that. 'Cause your wife just showed me the healing hands. I'm not saying she had nothing to do with the Spiritualist Church, though, but she keeps showing me the healing hands. And it's like for you, because they are around you, especially this sad time of year with your boy's birthday coming up. And he went, tell him not to worry, and I've got to do the spot thing as well. All right? All right, that's your boy's doing that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, he keeps doing that. So he must be. You up? Yeah, I know where that is, mate. I didn't think it was sorry, oh, I'm not allowed to do that anymore, are we? Okay, but that, okay? But it does have a quick sense of humour. But it's like, especially with the birthday coming up. Now, Mark, I've got to do this quick because we are out of time. What time we finish? We finish now. Quick, short, sharp, sweet. Dave. Did Dave pass quite quickly? David? Was there a cancer condition with him? Yeah, good, right, because you're talking about cancer getting arrested quite quickly. Does that make sense? I've got your brother here and all, right? I know there's two dads you connect with that are passed. Does that make sense? Like he's got two dads, stepdad obviously, and biological dad. You got on with a pair of them. Does that make sense? And where does Frank connect? Frank as well. Frank, Fred actually. Fred. Who's Fred? And who's Stephen? Right, passed. Yeah, because that was Stephen that I got earlier because he wanted to jump in as well. Now, did Stephen's actions lead to his passing? Because that was a suicide. Does that make sense? Your mate Dave, was he a friend of yours? Yeah, because it's like, I know I'm not family. Does that make sense? But your best mate, right, all right, mate. Was Dave fairly recent his passing? Because he's the one who, I got it, I know what you've done. He's the one who want to come in. So if you want, I mean, some people don't like it, but you could pass it on. Does that make sense? That he's fine. I'm all right and over here. And your brother just laughs at you, so I'm going to leave it there. And who was Captain Scarlet? It's going to get good here, isn't it? Yeah. Was you Captain Green? No one wanted to be Captain Green, did they? Somebody won't have a clue what I'm talking about. Right? But your brother's a wind-up. Does that make sense? And I know it's the drugs with him and everything. You wouldn't know it because he's a very smart, well-presented man. Does that make sense? Really? Because it's like you wouldn't think of it. He covered it up well, shall we say. And it's an OD that did it. Does that make sense? But you make them Thunderbirds. What's the who had the Virgin Island? Hang on a minute. Tracy Island. Did you make one from like the Blue Peter one? Here's one I made earlier. Okay. I like you. He cheer you up, mate. That makes sense. And it's the main purpose, apart from your brother wanting to jump in, and I know you two, there's a Fred in the background. Was that stepdad? So he wants to say hello. Very quiet, easygoing bloke. Does that make sense? Right, that's him. But it was Dave was the main one who sort of wanted to get it across. Was it this year he passed? No, two. He give me two. Yeah, gives me two. So, and your mate, who's Michael as well? Or Mark? You're Mark. Got a divvy then. Your brother, it's him, you idiot. Sorry, it's you. You're Mark. You are Mark, aren't you, behind that mask? Yeah. Just checking. Okay, right. But they said love it's mainly Dave, but your brother's all right. Fred's all right and all. So you get sort of, okay, mate, I've got a Fred. He's sort of the guy that gets on with everyone. Does that make sense? So they all send their love to you. They're fine. Have a good Christmas. So things are getting you down. Work sort itself out a little bit, isn't it? Right, good, because there's a new job coming up. He's talking about change. We don't do fortune telling, but your brother's telling me this. But he's a bit of a wind up as well. Does that make sense? You weren't Lady Penelope, was you? Just checking. Okay, it's like it's a wind up. It's a real wind up. Sorry, he is. He's taking the mickey. That makes sense in a nice way. Okay, but he's just making reference to the work situations and that it keeps changing in the new year. There's something I like it. This is your brother's opinion, and he just said something will break. All right, so I'll leave that with you. All right, Mark? Right. They all send a love to find. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a lovely day and a wonderful Christmas. God bless, and may your God go with you. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I hope virtual online enjoyed the service as much as the people here did today. As I say, we'll see what happens for next week. I'm hoping to be here next week, but we've just got to see how COVID is, because Jackie and I are worried about so many people here that have other ill health issues. Jackie's just coming in the news.
I am, and that's to let everyone know that we've got enough to send 10 whole people and a third of a person. So 10 and a third.
It's a crisis at Christmas.
Crisis at Christmas.
Well done, everyone.
So and what I'll do, because I've made the tea, is I'll draw the raffle outside.
Yeah.
And I'll do it immediately. Everyone's out. Okay, so I just want to
thank you, Jack. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. And just before we all depart, I'll close with prayer. Great Architect of the universe, we thank you for today. We thank you for joining us today in our service. We thank you for the loved ones that have come back and shared the message of continuing life. So as we depart this church and our homes and we go about our own lives, I ask the blessing of God, the spirit world, and everything that's great and wonderful in this world to remain with you, keep you safe until we all meet again. God bless. Bye-bye. And thank you to Spiritual Psychics TV for producing this show today. Thank you, girls. You've been doing a great job for me. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.